Are you learning English? Great! Let's learn English with a very interesting story. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment. Let's get started.
Washing our hair is a common habit for many people. Most of us use shampoo several times each week. We lather, rinse, and then often repeat this process. We believe this keeps our hair clean and healthy. But what if this strong belief is not about how our body naturally works? What if our idea that natural scalp oils are dirty comes more from product advertising than from real science? This story will explain a problem called the vicious cycle. Here is how it works. Shampoo strips away the natural oils from our scalp. These oils are important because they protect and moisturize our hair. When these oils are gone, our scalp tries to balance things. It starts to make even more oil to replace what was lost. Because of this, our hair can get greasy faster. Then we feel the need to wash it again very soon. This cycle keeps going, and over many decades, it has become a normal part of our lives. But is this frequent washing truly making our hair clean? Or has our idea of clean been shaped by marketing campaigns? This story will take you on a journey. We will look at how people cared for their hair in different times in history. We will explore the science behind our scalp and hair. We will also discover how advertising has powerfully changed our thoughts about personal hygiene. Prepare to think again about what clean means for your hair. We will ask if shampoo is truly the solution we need, or if it might be the cause of some hair problems. 2. Old ways to wash hair. For a long time, people did not wash their hair like we do today. They still cared about clean hair, but their methods were different. In ancient Egypt, people used special oils like castor, almond, and olive oil. These oils helped to keep their hair and scalp healthy. They also used herbal pastes and plant-based soaps. Rich people used these to keep their fancy hairstyles and wigs nice. For most people, they used combs often and sometimes rinsed their hair with water. They also used natural balms or clays. Ancient Greeks and Romans also used olive oils with herbs for their scalp. The word shampoo comes from India. It comes from the Hindi word champo, which meant a massage with herbal mixtures and oils. In India, washing hair was not an everyday thing. It was more for special times, like a ritual, or for health, not a daily habit. In medieval Europe, people cared about being clean, but washing hair was not frequent. Soaps were strong and for clothes, not delicate hair. Clean water was sometimes hard to find. Instead, they brushed hair often, sometimes 100 strokes daily. They used gentle liquids like egg mixtures or weak vinegar. Many wore hats to protect hair and soak up oil. If they washed their hair, it might be only once a month or even once a season. Other cultures, like some indigenous peoples, used herbal rinses, powders, or clay. Combing was very important. Animal fats or plant ash were used sometimes, but they were harsh. The idea of liquid shampoo in a bottle is quite new. The word shampoo came into English centuries ago, but it meant a head massage with herbal washes, like a spa treatment. The first shampoo product, a powder, was made in Germany in 1903 by Hans Schwarzkopf. He later made the first liquid shampoos in 1927. American companies also started making shampoos. At first, people were told to use shampoo only once a month or every 2 months. Early shampoos were harsh soaps and could damage hair. Famous movie stars in the 1940s and 1950s washed their hair weekly at a salon. Brushing and head coverings were more common than daily washing. For most of history, washing hair often was not normal. It was a rare event, not a daily task. 3. The first shampoos. For many years, people cleaned their hair with natural things. But the idea of a special product called shampoo started in the early 1900s. A German chemist, Hans Schwarzkopf, made the first water-soluble powder shampoo in 1903. Later, in 1927, he also made the first liquid shampoos. In America, companies like Breck and Procter & Gamble also began to sell these new products. At first, these early shampoos were not like the ones we use today. They were very much like harsh soaps. They could make hair dry or even damage it. Because of this, people did not wash their hair often with shampoo. Doctors and hair experts usually told people to wash their hair only once a month or maybe twice a month. Washing more often was not a common habit at all. People still relied on brushing and other methods between these rare shampoo washes. After World War II, big changes came to the world of hair care. Science and chemistry improved a lot. New chemicals were invented that were much milder. These new ingredients made shampoos that did not hurt hair as much. They were also easier to use and made a lot of foam, which people liked. This was a very important moment because it changed how shampoo was made and used. With these new, better shampoos, companies saw a big chance to make more money. After World War II, from the 1950s to the 1970s, advertising became very strong. Big brands like Prell, Breck, Head & Shoulders, and White Rain started to tell people to wash their hair more often. They did not just want to sell shampoo, they wanted people to use it every day or several times a week. Ads began to suggest that any natural oil in hair was greasy, dirty, and unattractive. They showed people with clean, shiny hair who were popular and successful. This marketing made people believe that they needed to wash their hair frequently to be clean and look good. The time of rare monthly washes was slowly becoming a thing of the past, as frequent washing became the new normal. How ads changed our minds. After World War II, the way people thought about washing hair changed a lot. New, milder chemicals were used to make shampoos. These new products created a rich foam and were easier to use. Companies quickly saw a big chance to sell more shampoo. They started to encourage people to wash their hair much more often than before. Advertising played a very strong role in changing everyone's ideas about hair cleanliness. These advertising campaigns taught people that any natural oil on their scalp was greasy, unsightly, or even dirty. Commercials often showed shining, perfect hair as the only beautiful kind. Not having clean hair was made to seem like a sign of poor hygiene or a low social standing. This made many people feel worried about their natural hair. Ads also used a clever trick. They connected clean hair to being popular and successful. For example, brands like Breck and Prell used famous Breck girls in their ads. These beautiful women showed that daily washing was a part of being attractive, modern, and confident. Slogans like "Don't get caught with the greasies" made people fear social embarrassment if their hair wasn't perfectly clean. This pushed people to wash their hair more and more. One of the most famous and effective marketing strategies was adding the words "rinse and repeat" to shampoo bottles. On the surface, this seemed like good advice to clean hair thoroughly. But in reality, it made people use twice as much shampoo during each wash. This simple phrase helped shampoo companies double their sales very quickly. It also made the idea that more is better for hair washing stronger. By the middle of the 1960s, washing hair several times a week became completely normal in America. Many people, especially women, started washing their hair every single day. The old idea of washing hair only once a month or less, which was common not long before, had almost disappeared. This change showed how powerful advertising could be in shaping daily routines. However, it is important to remember that not all countries adopted this frequent washing habit. For instance, people in Italy and Spain historically washed their hair less often than Americans, and this pattern often continues today. This difference shows that our ideas of clean and how we care for our hair are deeply linked to our culture, not just to science or universal needs. Advertising campaigns clearly shaped how Americans thought about their hair, creating a new norm for cleanliness that quickly became deeply ingrained. 5. Your amazing scalp. Your scalp has a special natural oil called sebum. It's like your body's own conditioner. Small glands in your scalp make this waxy, oily substance. Sebum is very good for your hair and scalp. It works to keep them moisturized and helps to keep water inside. Sebum also acts as a natural barrier. This barrier protects your scalp and hair from tiny living things like bacteria and fungi and from damage from the environment. It helps to maintain the acid mantle, which keeps your scalp's pH level balanced. This supports a healthy skin and hair ecosystem. Without enough sebum, your hair can become dry, brittle, and break more easily. How much sebum your body makes is affected by things like genetics, hormones, age, diet, and how you clean your hair. So, if sebum is so good for your hair, why has it been a target for removal? The answer lies in chemistry. Shampoos use special chemicals called surfactants. Think of surfactants as tiny cleaning helpers. These molecules have two distinct parts. One part loves water and the other part loves oil. When you apply shampoo and rub it into your hair, these tiny helpers form small structures called micelles. These micelles work to surround and bind to sebum, dirt, sweat, and any leftover styling products in your hair. Then, when you rinse your hair with water, the micelles carry all that unwanted buildup away. Strong detergent surfactants, like sulfates, for example, sodium lauryl sulfate or SLS, are very effective at removing oil. While great at cleaning, they do not discriminate between the essential, healthy sebum your scalp needs and the unwanted dirt. This process leaves your scalp feeling temporarily dry and exposed. Some modern shampoos use milder surfactants and are called sulfate-free, but fundamentally, all shampoos are designed to degrease and remove oils from your hair and scalp. After a complete cleanse, when shampoo strips away almost all of the oil, your scalp's natural response is often to increase its oil production. It tries to quickly rebalance and rebuild its protective layer. So, the more frequently you wash your hair, the faster your scalp seems to produce new sebum. This makes your hair feel oily again sooner, leading to a feeling that you need to wash it even more often. This is what we call the vicious cycle. Frequent washing leads to more oil, which then leads to more frequent washing. 6. A big mistake about dandruff. Many people think all flakes in their hair are dandruff, but this is a big mistake. There is a real difference between dandruff and a dry scalp. Knowing this difference can help you choose the right care for your hair. Dandruff is a medical condition. It happens because of a small living thing called yeast, especially one type named Malacia globosa. This yeast lives on everyone's scalp, but sometimes it grows too much. When this yeast grows too much, it feeds on the natural oils on your scalp. This makes your skin cells shed faster. The flakes from dandruff are often oily. They can look yellowish or white. Your scalp might also feel itchy and look red. It can even be oily. So a person can have dandruff and still have oily hair. A dry scalp is different. It means your scalp does not have enough moisture and natural oil, called sebum. When your scalp is dry, the flakes are usually smaller and white. Your scalp often feels tight and itchy, not oily. A dry scalp can happen for many reasons. Sometimes it's because of dry air or cold weather. But very often it is because of how you wash your hair. Using shampoos that are too strong or washing your hair too often can strip away the natural oils. This leaves your scalp dry and flaky. The problem is that many shampoos made for dandruff are sold as the answer for any kind of flake. If you have a dry scalp, using an anti-dandruff shampoo can make things worse. These shampoos are made to fight the yeast and can be very strong. They might strip even more of your natural oils. This makes your dry scalp even drier and more itchy. You might think you have bad dandruff, but you really just need more moisture. Because of this confusion, people often buy the wrong product. They keep using harsh shampoos for a dry scalp, hoping to fix the problem. But they are treating the wrong issue. It is like trying to fix a flat tire by putting air in the gas tank. Understanding if you have dandruff or a dry scalp is the first step to healthy hair. 7. The shampoo business. The shampoo business is a very large industry. It often works by first creating a problem for people and then selling them the solution. For many years, companies told people that their natural scalp oil was dirty or greasy. They said this natural oil needed to be washed away often to be truly clean and beautiful. If someone's hair felt oily, the companies wanted them to think it was their own body's fault, not the shampoo's. But then, these companies offered the perfect product to fix the problem they had just highlighted. Advertisements played a big part in this. They used fear to make people worry. Commercials showed that having greasy hair could make you less popular or successful. They linked clean, shiny hair to being admired and finding love. For women especially, ads suggested that washing hair daily would make them seem younger, more attractive, and modern. This made many people feel insecure about their hair if it was not perfectly clean all the time. Today, the shampoo market is worth billions of dollars around the world. Even though you see many different brands in stores, most of them are owned by only a few big companies. For example, Procter & Gamble owns popular brands like Head & Shoulders and Pantene. Unilever owns Dove and Tresemme. L'Oreal also has many brands like L'Oreal Paris and Garnier. These large companies spend huge amounts of money on advertising. They want to make every person believe they have a unique hair problem that only their specific shampoo can solve. However, not everyone agreed with this idea of constant washing. In the 1970s, some people started to question if using shampoo so much was truly necessary or healthy. This led to a movement called No Poo, which means no shampoo. People in this movement chose to stop using commercial shampoos. They wanted to break the cycle of washing away natural oils and then having their scalp make more oil too quickly. Instead of store-bought shampoo, No Poo followers use other ways to clean their hair. Some simply wash their hair with only warm water, massaging their scalp to help clean it. They let their natural oils condition their hair. Other methods include using diluted baking soda to clean the hair, followed by a rinse with apple cider vinegar. This can help to balance the scalp's pH. Some people also co-wash, which means they only use conditioner to clean their hair, especially those with curly hair. Natural ingredients like herbal powders or aloe vera are also used as gentle cleansers. People who try No Poo often report that after an adjustment period, their hair becomes softer, less oily, and easier to manage. 8. What can you do? Our journey has shown how ads have strongly changed our ideas about clean hair. For many years, companies told us that our natural scalp oil, called sebum, was dirty. They made us feel bad if our hair was not squeaky clean every day. This idea of what is clean often came more from marketing and less from what our bodies truly needed. This fear of greasy hair pushed us into a cycle of more washing. The main goal now is not to stop using shampoo completely. The aim is to make informed choices for yourself. Shampoo works well for many people. Instead, we want you to think about what you are buying and why. It is about listening closely to your own body and what your specific hair and scalp needs are, more than strictly following what advertisements say. You can start by questioning messages from shampoo companies. When an ad says your hair needs a special product, ask yourself, is this truly necessary for my hair, or is it just a clever sales idea? Try to understand what your own scalp feels like. You might discover that you don't need to wash your hair as often as you once believed. Many people find that their hair becomes less oily and more balanced over time if they wash it less frequently. This gives your scalp a chance to make the right amount of protective oil again. Taking back control of your hair care routine means being a smarter consumer. Remember how the phrase rinse and repeat was added to shampoo bottles? This simple instruction made people use twice as much product, instantly doubling sales. Think about the hidden costs, not just for your money, but also for the environment. You have the power to decide what is truly best for your hair based on your own experience and not just advertising. Now, after learning about how our daily shampoo habits grew, what other everyday products do you think might also exist because of clever marketing campaigns?
Hey there! Just a second before you go. If you learned something new today, please give this video a like, write your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe to the channel. It only takes a second, and it really, really helps to create even better English videos for you. Your support means the world. Thank you.